In this task, I'm going to be covering how to enable .NET Framework, and we're going to do it for .NET Framework 3.5, which should include 2.0 and 3.0. So the first thing that I need to do is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to right click on the Start button and choose the Control Panel. Now, I do want to let you know that there are multiple ways of doing this, and I'm just showing you one way. It doesn't mean that my way is the only way. You can definitely do it the way that you want to do it. I'm just showing you just one way of doing this. So I right clicked on the Start button and I'm going to choose Control Panel. And inside of the Control Panel, I want to make sure that my icons are set to small icons, and they're already set like that as a result of a previous step. I'm going to navigate to Programs and Features. So I'm looking for Programs and Features in this list. Once I find it, I'm going to left click on it to open it. And once it opens, it'll show me all the programs that are currently installed on my computer. But what I'm really interested in is this link over here to the upper left that says Turn Windows Features on or off. So I'm going to go ahead and left click on that. Another window will open called Windows Features, and it will show me all of the Windows features that are currently installed on my machine. Now, if you recall in an earlier tutorial where I talked about turn off unneeded services, well, these are all the services that your computer may or may not be running. So if you decide to check in a whole bunch of these, you're going to be turning on unnecessary services, which will open ports on your computer that will allow hackers to attack your computer if you don't maintain the software. So by default, Windows will turn most everything off. In Windows XP, everything was kind of on. Starting with Windows Vista, they started just turning everything off, which made the operating system a lot more secure. And releases after Windows Vista kind of taken that kind of thought strategy where they just turn everything off, and as a user needs it, they'll turn it on. So as we can see right now, our .NET Framework 3.5 is turned off. So we're going to turn it on by checking it in. I'm going to expand this and check in the subcomponents as well. And just before we close out of this window or click OK and leave this window, I'm just going to take a look at some of the other things that are in here in case you're interested in turning on these other features. So for now, I'm just going to leave them all turned off, and then I will click OK. Once I click OK, this window will appear. It says searching for the required files. It may need your operating system install media to obtain files from there. Right now, I still have my operating system install media plugged into my computer from a previous step where I had to install Windows 8.1. Once it gets to this window here, it'll say that Windows needs files from Windows Update to finish installing some features. So we can download files from Windows Update, or we can choose Don't Connect to Windows Update, no changes will be made to your PC. So we're going to choose the top option. And then we'll get to this window here that says Downloading Required Files. Once it is done, you'll see a window that looks like this. Windows completed the requested changes. And this is going to take quite a while to install. So on my computer, it took at least 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, I do have solid state drives, but it just takes a long time for .NET to apply all of its components everywhere. So you just have to be really patient. It's not locked up or frozen or anything like that. Just let it do its thing. You may have to get up and go do something else while this thing is installing. So I'm going to go ahead and click close to this. After you click close, you'll be returned to this list. So at this list, you can just simply hit X in the corner and close out of all your windows.